Hello, my beautiful Aries. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Welcome to September. Welcome to Virgo season. I hope that you guys are really in for a bit of a spiritual awakening with this season. It is the sign of the healer of the zodiac, and it is definitely the time of harvest. Aries, thank you so much for your love and support. If you would like to send the channel some love by a birthday donation, details are in the description box. You can do so there. If you would like, you can become a member here and receive lunar updates as well as other astrological reports. Do hit the subscribe button. Do leave me a comment. Hit the like button. It's all greatly, greatly appreciated. Aries, take a deep breath in for me. Let it all go. And let's read for September 2022 for the sign of Aries. September 2022. Hey! That looks like the Den of Cups to me, Aries. There is happiness. There is a feeling of a lot of contentment. There is this idea of, what true love should look like. And I think you're kind of sitting somewhere quite comfortably amidst that. If you're not already, do hear the whole of this reading. Allow it to really sit into your subconscious and progress, Aries. That's the Sun card. This is growth. The Sun card is the best card in the deck, right next to the Ten of Cups. It's inevitably suggesting a wildly successful month for you, not only in matters of the home and heart, but definitely in terms of your own personal progress, the way that you see yourself, the way that you're feeling about yourself. September is the month of harvest. This is Virgo season. The sun represents growth, renewal, development, process, even redoing. And it seems to be that you are making your own version of contentment and happy. Virgo season looks good on you, Aries. Whatever you're doing, please carry on striving towards what is successful. I'm going to take the cards that are turned upwards and not the other ones. Okay. We will put those back. Nine of Swords. The Tower card. The Two of Swords. And the Hierophant. So, I think it's safe to say that there is a lot that you're processing. There's a lot that you're transmuting. There's a lot that may be changing for you in the month of September. This is a transformative season. It's a very healing season. It's an abundant season of the harvest. It also happens to be the last 4 weeks of summer. And there is a greater lesson here, Aries. Where is it in your life that there are stresses, there are traumas, that are triggers that kind of are weighing a little bit heavier than they should be right now? I mean, these are the kind of things that keep you up at night. It's the real stress. It's that real moment of, hey, dark night of the soul kind of thing. There is a tower moment that takes place in September that kind of invites you to take off the blindfold, just to see where you may have been overly cautious or where you may have really been in quite a defensive stance, not necessarily aware of the fact that there is no imminent threat. And it's okay for you to kind of relax, put down your weapons. You don't need to be on guard. You don't need to be ready for attack. You don't need to be on defense. And the Hierophant is Taurian energy. It is energy of getting closer to God. It's religious consciousness. It's spiritual consciousness. It's a higher knowing. It's you fine-tuning your antenna towards the divine. There does need to be some sort of connection to source that really might help support you through any dark night of the soul moments. The Tower happens when we know that something's the wrong fit. The Tower card happens when we know that there is a new change, a new chapter, a new something that's required to get rid of the old, you know. And I think where it is that you've been super stressed out, where it is that you've been really worried about the outcome of something, you kind of have to let it crumble in order for you to get off of your guard. Like, it's not about that in September. It's about you getting closer to source. Four of Cups. You're kind of looking away from a blessing right now. And I think that has a lot to do with perhaps being wildly fixated on what's in front of you and not really allowing yourself the scope or the potential for something new or something that you really want to come in. This is the problem with being too fixated on your 3D matrix. It kind of steals from you and robs from you the potential of the to come. Aries, you can really embrace the new and embrace a period of actually being really happy. This is happiness. Okay, but you don't get here without this. And I guess we're going in reverse order here or something, but Aries, you are in a place right now where if you are to just expand your consciousness a little bit, and I do feel like the necessary relevant help is definitely going to be there. Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy doesn't have to be. It's someone with an invitation, an offer. It is flippant, it is small, but it is something that it may be the cup that you actually want. Because the one that you're being offered right now, you seem to turn away from. And I think what you really want is on the horizon. It's not far. King of Swords and the Judgment. There is some sort of analytical approach that you need to take to a decision that you really have to make. And I do think that that may involve cutting off things that put you in a place where you're feeling defensive, put you in a place where you feel like you have to defend yourself, or put you in a place where it's just another dark night of the soul through, you know, sword through the head kind of moment. Where is it that your rest, that your peace of mind is being kind of put to what's the word? I don't know what to say. You're having to like weigh out the pros and cons of your peace of mind. And right now it's like your peace has to come first, Aries. And you got to be super analytical and make these inevitable decisions about moving on. The Page of Pentacles is where you have to be super humble and really realistic about what it is that you need to do in order to study a little bit more about where it is that you know that there are changes that you have to make in order to achieve the utmost contentment. And it's in your energy and it's absolutely available to you. And if I were you, I would claim this. I'm not saying that September is going to be one of those times where you're not asked to do the work that you need to do and make those real difficult decisions, especially when it comes to what you truly want in life. The Magician. Mercury, Virgo energy. You can change this up. As above, so below. Aries, it's time you got familiar with your resources. What you're creating right now will last forever. If you are really kind of giving yourself the time to look at what makes you happy and how you are actually the conduit of all of this, and how where the healing is painful for sure, but how it's really just setting you up for all of the best things. Fixies. You're victorious in September. And ultimately, the lessons that you are having to go through are just so that you have a new beginning in your self-image. That's the Fool card. And this is the Empress. You've got to take a leap. You've got to take some sort of faith in God. Faith in yourself, in the potential of what you can create in this universe, you're being asked to take a risk. You're being asked to just go ahead and do the thing, especially if there's an Empress involved. Go back to the beginning and see where you were stripped of that thing that kind of robbed you of your confidence or made you feel like you weren't deserving enough. And from that point, rework your way back to this Empress energy, which is abundance, which is quite happy to sit on her throne and allow it to grow around her. There's a lot of confidence, and it's not gender specific, it is the divine feminine. But even in a masculine's reading, there is the energy of you needing to tap into a new beginning, a new start, a new decision. What you make, there is healing that needs doing, but we're in the season of healing. It's unavoidable. I mean, imagine being a Virgo. Make the right decision, Aries. And even if that means you having to choose family or the dream over the reality of where you're at right now, that risk that you take might actually get you those 6 cups that were missing. You might be celebrating them in the form of the 6 of Wands, but ultimately, you're riding off into the sunset with a lot of good luck and a lot of good fortune. Just make sure you're doing all the natural, necessary processing. Confidence and charisma equates to financial abundance as well as emotional abundance. Just let yourself off the hook a little bit, huh? There's love here. And I think there is work that needs to be done, Aries, so get to work. I love you. Bye. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Bye.